Hello, so here we are on the final part of the 12th key. So the 12th siddhi is purity, swallowed by the void. So here we go. The human yearning for true love is in reality a lower frequency of a permanent state existing at a higher level of consciousness. Let's do that again, shall we? The human yearning for true love is in reality a lower frequency of a permanent state existing at a higher level of consciousness. This state, called many names by many cultures, is essentially your pure nature, untarnished by human desires and beyond the dualistic mechanism of the mind. Only the higher mind, which is another expression of our heart, can begin to understand true purity, the 12th siddhi. Vanity and purity are mirrors at the two ends of the spectrum of human consciousness. With vanity, your lower self falls in love with itself, and with purity, the higher self falls in love with itself. You might say that purity is when the divine falls in love with you. This can only happen when you come within the sphere of the divine love. Your behaviour, your thoughts, your feelings, the very air that you breathe must resonate with one purpose. What the Sufis call falling in love with the beloved. The beloved is not something out there, it's the essence of your true nature, and you do fall into it because it resides deep within you. Vanity, as we have seen, pursues you right to the end of your journey. Even when you are living from the higher frequency of your gift, vanity is still present. Only when you have attained the highest peak of consciousness does the mystical event occur. You give up everything you've attained. The ultimate letting go, isn't it? You court annihilation. It's the final of the three great trials in the ring of trials. An opening from above and from below then occurs simultaneously, and you enter the hallowed sanctuary of the innermost of the codon rings, the ring of secrets. For this miracle to occur, your vessel must be pure and flawless, thus the word purity. Purity is a much misunderstood term. In human language it can be applied as an adjective to almost anything, but at its highest frequency it can only be applied to one word, and that is the heart. When your heart finally remembers its own original purity, only then will you finally and willingly give up your existence. Everything in the universe has at its core the same original purity. We are all shards of a divine crystal. We are all emanations of the source. And as our forms go through the process of polishing, so consciousness begins to remember itself through us. Even the most evil of beings has at their core a shining, pure heart, which means that in truth, at the most fundamental level, there is no evil. There are only progressive levels of density. This is the great secret you come to embody here in the Ring of Secrets. In the ancient alchemical systems, the throat center was seen as the greatest of all initiations. In the Indian chakra system, the throat chakra is called the Vishuddha. I hope that's pronounced right, the Vishuddha. It's the clearinghouse for the higher consciousness. All the lower chakras, including the heart, are synthesized and purified in the throat. In this respect, it represents the boundary between the known and the unknown. Likewise, in the Jewish Kabbalah, the tree of life, the throat is symbolized by an invisible sphere known as Darth. the abyss. So Darth the Abyss is the number 11 on the Tree of Life. Generally people are aware of between 1 and 10, but number 11 is literally the one that sits between the number 1, the ace, the number 2, archetypal male, and number 3, archetypal female. This abyss must be crossed in order for the higher consciousness to dawn. And the crossing of death is a symbolic letting go of all your hard-earned knowledge. It's the ultimate purification in which you meet your own death and are reborn into a higher sphere. The being that has passed through this abyss and entered the sphere of the 12th siddhi becomes once again like a child. Indeed, in the Bible, Jesus says, to enter the kingdom of heaven is to become as a child. And in the Bible it says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. It all connects. Through their heart they can perceive the divine, beyond longing, beyond concepts, yet still deeply human, and with a voice beyond words. Others feel such people do not truly belong in the world, even though they are the most natural expression of what it means to be human. In this state, nothing can contaminate their purity. Their bodies can be decrepit, even ugly, but their hearts can do nothing but sing out with the truth of their true nature. Truly, nothing is as it seems. Those who manifest this siddhi often live the humblest of lives, unseen by the world at large. They often pass quietly through the world, living simply, yet reminding everyone who meets them that purity really can exist in a human form. If you wish to play with the frequency of the 12th siddhi, you need only keep reminding yourself of your own heart. Beneath the layers of karma, ancestral fear, and inevitable childhood conditioning beats an aspect of the great universal heart in you, in me, and in everyone. No exceptions. It is the you that you cannot help but fall in love with. To look at the world from the 12th siddhi is to see everyone through this crystalline vessel. It is all you can see in everyone you meet. The heart, the heart, the heart. However, the very moment you view anything in a negative way, this presence within you will instantly vanish. So negativity takes us out of connection with our hearts. In language, purity becomes poetry. In thought, purity becomes essence. When we combine language and thought, we have the master codes for ascending beyond the mental planes. The actual words for each of the 64 siddhis are not really words in a normal sense. They are doorways to realms of higher frequency. The word purity has an essence that is onomatopoeic. Whoa, onomatopoeia. The word purity has an essence that is onomatopoeic at the level of vibration. In other words, if you sound the word purity within your heart and mind over and over, if you sound the word purity in your heart and mind over and over, you will actually feel its quality residing within your own heart. You'll recognize it there, present. This is not about affirmation. You cannot simply do a technique and feel it. You have to be ready in your own heart. You have to love the word and all it stands for in order to feel this miracle. Words used poetically and vibrated within the chambers of the heart have the power to pierce through the layers of the fear that envelop the hearts of those who are still stuck. Say that again. Words used poetically and vibrated within the chambers of the heart have the power to pierce through the layers of fear that envelop the hearts of those who are still on their journey towards awakening. Purified thought has an even more powerful effect. Spoken language uses sound which restricts its impact to our solar system. Sound waves eventually dissipate. Okay, so purified thought has an even more powerful effect than the words. Spoken language uses sounds which restricts its impact, so our words can extend all the way out to the very margins of the solar system, is what it's saying here. Sound waves eventually dissipate. But language cloaked in thought travels at almost inconceivable speeds, way beyond the speed of light, and literally rebounds off the walls of our universe. And literally rebounds, I'm going to say this again, this is really blowing me away. Language cloaked in thought travels at inconceivable speeds and literally rebounds off the walls of our universe. Only pure love can rupture the walls of a universe. See the 25th key. Therefore, a pure thought will affect all levels of creation and all beings within creation almost instantaneously. A pure thought is like a sugar lump dropped into a teacup. Within a very short time it permeates everything. It's like an ink drop dropped into a jar full of water. At a certain level, purity of thinking will take you to the edge of hyperspace. The more you allow your thoughts to be imbued with a sense of divinity, the more your whole being reaches a kind of escape velocity. At a certain level of frequency, you simply dissolve into the great teacup. You transcend the mind by becoming one with the mind. The paradox here is that in becoming mind, mind ceases to exist. The ultimate destiny of mindfulness practice is to become mindless. This is the true symbolism of the genetic stop codon. It brings an end to your individual existence, revealing vanity for what it truly is, the illusion that you are separate. So now we have a definition of vanity. Vanity is thus defined as the illusion of separation. You are so pure that it is not possible for you to exist as anything other than its existence itself. In crossing the great cosmic throat center, you are swallowed by life itself. Swallowed by life itself. I offer 3 abbreviated Korean bows to you, to myself, to all of creation, and to Richard Rudd for accessing the silent knowledge which has enabled him to be the author of this book. There's a lot here. And I'm so grateful to the practice of the mantras, for I feel it's the practice of the mantras that have cleansed me to the point where I've actually been able to cope with all of this information, which I'm only just beginning to explore, devour, integrate, digest, and become one with. And again, I'm reminded of my gratitude to the plants. It is the plant medicines that reveal to us all that we are all one. That's one of their primary existence reasons to actually have a intelligent cooperation with the human race. Every human race that imbibes a plant medicine with conscious awareness and with letting go, it actually becomes cognizant of this reality. We are all one. I sit on the forest floor. I'm connected with the mycorrhiza. I'm connected with the mycelium that connects all plants through the kingdom of the fungi. Above, I'm connected to the mycelial superhighway, the mycelium that connects us to all of the cosmos. And here we are, the bridge between as above and so below. Thank you very much for choosing to embark on this journey with me. I highly recommend the book. I highly recommend the website genekeys.com. Create your own profile and discover for yourself what moves you, what motivates you, and what is your destiny in this life. All the love to you.